we're going to talk to our mayor, our city, Bonnie Crombie. Bonnie Jeet Kaur, Sanja Punjab, Jian, good morning.
Sat Sri Akal ji, how is everybody this morning?
Sat Sri Akal already, because I know you are mayor, best mayor, I can say that, because whenever we call you, you always available.
Oh, always. You're my friends. I love the community. Community's been good to me. However I can help, I always want to be there for the community, talk to my friends through your radio program anytime.
And you say Sat Sri Akal, I'm going to say Dzień dobry in Polish.
Dobry in Polish, because you know that you're Polish Punjabi, just like me.
So let's talk about how's going Mississauga, and wave 2 is very tough time going on. Tell us how's going Mississauga.
So things are stabilizing in Mississauga for sure. I mean, our case counts are increasing. That's true.
Yeah.
But we always knew they would increase in the fall when the kids were back at school and all the businesses were open, and we knew there would be an increase. Now they're at the higher end. We are averaging under 50 new cases a day. Brampton's a little bit higher.
Okay.
And as a result, Peel Region still has to be very diligent and vigilant. And, we are a hot spot in Peel. And even though we're not spreading the virus at restaurants and gyms,
Mm-hmm. And some people because before they don't stop. They're doing parties in backyard and houses. And tell the people this time is very tough time. You can do the weddings after that. You can do next year. And this year they have to postpone everything.
So you make a good point. So the transmission here is with community gatherings. It still is with weddings in banquet halls.
Yeah.
It's still gatherings in homes, large gatherings. And people are spreading the virus this way. They think it's safe because it's family. They're not safe.
Yeah.
And they're too close to each other, and they don't wear masks. So you want to have your wedding? Have the marriage.
Yeah.
Have the marriage and wait until next year to have the party when all your friends and all your family can come. Because the problem now, people are ignoring the rules. They're trying to sneak in as many people as they can in the wedding. They don't wear masks. The first thing you do when you see, uncle, auntie, you want a hug, and there you have it. You have transmission. Let's remember, most people who are spreading the virus don't know they have the virus because they have no symptoms. We call them asymptomatic carriers. They don't have symptoms, but they have the virus, and this is how it's spreading. So it's not because they're coughing and sneezing and have a sore throat and a fever.
Yeah.
Those are the symptoms, but there are people without symptoms that are spreading the virus. That's how it's spreading.
Because we should tell all people, if you're thinking you have symptoms, maybe a little bit, just go check for it.
Then stay home, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
Go get a test for sure, and then stay home and avoid your family. Please. I mean, this is how this virus is spreading. So there were so many people wanting to take tests at the hospital sites. The Premier opened up for testing at the pharmacies. There are 8 of them in Mississauga, 9 in Brampton, where you can make an appointment and go get a test. And this is for largely people with no symptoms because maybe they need to prove that they're well, they have no symptoms to go back to work, maybe to travel across the border, maybe to go to long-term care home, or maybe because they were exposed to somebody, so they just want for peace of mind, a clean test. But nonetheless, people with no symptoms should go to the pharmacies. But if you're sick, go to the hospitals for the test. Get them right away. You make an appointment early one morning. They book every morning. They book up for the test because they don't want you standing out in line all day waiting for your test.
Mayor, York region convert to phase 2 again. In Mississauga, is the same thing, or Mississauga still restaurant patios open?
So patios are open everywhere. It was the indoor dining that closed.
Mm-hmm.
And, they closed us largely because they were worried about spillover effect from Toronto. So what happens? Toronto closes, people come to Mississauga for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
We close Mississauga, so we go to Vaughan or Markham for dinner, or Oakville. So these are the risks, the spillover effects. So we tell people, stay home. If your gym is closed, that doesn't mean you go to Milton to the gym. That doesn't mean you go to Vaughan to the gym. It means you stay home to do your workout at home. So now they saw the increasing cases in York, so they did the same thing they did Toronto, Ottawa, and Peel, Mississauga, Brampton. They closed indoor dining. They closed event spaces. They closed gyms and bingo halls, casinos, all that stuff. Same rules apply. So patios open.
Yep.
Indoor dining closed.
And also, you're doing raising money and food for food bank. Can we tell our community and how they can help?
Well, Punjabi community is always so generous because we have Seva, right? Seva, you give back to the community.
That's right.
More communities could be like the Punjabi community, so generous and give back to important causes like the hospital or like the food bank. And now we see many people are laid off. Bobby, now, you see all the restaurant workers.
That's right, yeah.
Laid off. So these are people that, yourself, if you lost your jobs, how many weeks can you go?
That's right, yeah.
3, 4 maybe, but that's it.
That's right, yeah.
Or you're going to need some help. So we're asking this time of year, it's a time to think about other people, time to reflect, time to give thanks. So if you can, because not everybody can, but if you can, please be generous. Please make a donation to the food bank. You can donate food. They always take non-perishable items. But financial donation is better because then they can use the money to buy what is needed. They know what is needed. And people can do that at themississaugafoodbank.org, O-R-G.org. And it's so important this time of year. And you think you don't even, how many people on your street?
Yeah.
They're not working. Maybe they're Uber drivers and they're scared to go out. They're at home, right? Or maybe they're restaurant workers and they can't be, or they work in a gym. They're trainers. They can't go to work. And their children are going to be hungry in a couple of weeks because how long can you stretch your last paycheck, right?
Yeah. Can people e-transfer?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
You can call the food bank and check. Normally we just say go to themississaugafoodbank.org and check there. It's an easy way to make. Maybe it's an e-transfer. Yeah, that must be. You can donate credit card.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
PayPal, something. Yeah, you probably can do it right on the website.
Mayor, thank you so much. What do you want to say something about community? Because I know it's tough time where we're going to go maybe 1 month, maybe 2 months. It's going to be all right. And some people get upset.
We'll get our case count stabilized in 1 month, in 28 days, and we'll be back to normal. But nonetheless, it's a new normal. And we're asking you to please be careful. Please follow the rules. Because the people who you think are safe, because they're your family, they're your close friends, they're not safe. They could have the virus and you don't know it. Maybe they don't know it because they have no symptoms. So please, wear your face covering, wash your hands, and don't get close to people. Not the time to be hugging your family and friends. I mean your immediate family you live with is one thing. But auntie, uncle down the street, no. You've got to wait till it's safe. For them and for you and auntie and uncle, maybe they're elderly and maybe they're going to have some serious symptoms. Maybe they'll end up in the hospital. So please, let's protect our elderly people, our seniors, and let's do the right thing.
My mayor, thank you so much. Jinkwe, Dhanwad, thank you so much. And we hopefully we're going to talk again next week. Thank you.
Yes, Dhanwad. Thank you very much, Bobby Dosanjh. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.